Folks, welcome back to Three's Inning. Great to see everybody this afternoon. It's hot as hell outside. That's why I'm inside. At any rate, received a comment here a few days ago about a gentleman that graduated from 68F at Larado. Now, another question was asked that I'm going to go ahead and address here. It just presents the idea. Somebody asked when they went from the letters to the numbering system. Well, they really never did. We were 7107, which is 71G when you look at it. And on our class patch, you can see Wile E. Coyote standing on the G. I don't know whether it was sign of the times or what. I bounce back and forth, but predominantly default to 7107. At any rate, that's cleared up. Boy, that was worrying me. So, this guy made a comment about graduating from Larado. And I went to Larado on our T-37 cross country, which I'll tell you about at that time as I go through the year in UPT. It's a ways off yet. But when I was stationed at Randolph as an IP, Butch Fire Truck, not his real name, nobody names their kid Butch Fire Truck. Anyway, Butch and I needed a place to go for an out and back for some reason or another. Probably a day-night out and back, maybe just fly out somewhere, get a bite to eat, and fly back for some nighttime. I don't know. I'd have to look and see if I could find the time. But be that as it may, we decided, well, let's fly down to Larado. They had an FBO down there, which had a start cart, so we're good. So we hop in the jet and take off and fly to Larado. Well, it's not that far from San Antonio to Larado. So we get down there, do a touch and go, and then on the go around, we get to the end of the runway, and I'm looking out. Butch was flying. I'm looking out left and right, and we go smoking by Shantytown. Holy crap. I mean, they had shanties built right up to the fence, or so it seemed. So Butch gets down there, and he lays on the reheat, and then he smokes the airplane up like so, rotates into the closed pattern, and oh God, that was fun. I said, you know, this is fun. So we got leveled off on inside down when I took the airplane, my turn. And so I did a touch and go, and of course, when I got down on the go part, I didn't climb as high as Butch did. I didn't want to get hypoxia, so I left it really kind of low. Went over the end of the runway and then through Shantytown, lit the burners, and up I went. And then rotate around, snap it around, and up into the close. And then Butch almost took that as a challenge, so he does a touch and go, or he takes the airplane, does a touch and go, and he left it a little bit lower than what I did. I swear to this day, I can remember seeing clothespins on clotheslines as we went smoking by. And thank God we're out of gas about that time, down to our men's. So we pull up into a close pad, and I said, you know, Butch, that's not his real name. I said, we need to be careful here. I said, if we have to punch out over that village, I said, they're going to make piñatas out of you and I for that stunt. At any rate, we landed, got gas, and took off and came home. Still laughing about it today. Butch Fire Truck. For those of you who haven't seen the video, Butch was our operations officer. And so he was check section commander at the time I'm going to share this part of the story with you. I've got another video on this alone. At any rate, just for the new guys that haven't caught up to the series, Butch was our section commander. And one night I was closing up the operation. The squadron commander was in his squadron commander's office doing squadron commander stuff. I don't know what he was doing. You never knew. Anyway, so I go in there and I said, hey, sir, we've got a check ride tomorrow. And I was wondering, do you want to fly it or do you want me to have Grady fly it? Now, Grady was our ops officer at that time. This is the way this thing comes together. So Grady was our ops officer. And he says, oh, I'll fly it. And I said, okay, good deal. So I walk out and I'm putzing around in the supervisor flying's nest out there, and the squadron commander, hey, Bob, you got a minute? I said, sure. So I go back into his office, and he said, listen, he says, I don't want to make a big deal out of it. And I'm thinking to myself, then don't. Anyway, he says, but we really need to to refrain from calling senior officers by their first names when we're at work here. And I was shocked. I couldn't think of what the big deal. I was a major, and Grady's a lieutenant colonel. Yeah, but I didn't say it. And he said, "Well, you mentioned it in front of Airman Schmuckenfuss out there that's putting away the operating materials." And oh Jesus, did I do that? Damn. I'm really sorry, sir. It won't happen again. I walked out there, rolled my eyes. Oh, give me a break. Anyway, a couple weeks later, we're down in the Auger Inn having a few pops. And we're standing around, and up walks the squadron commander. He kind of joins the circle here. So we're all standing around, and somebody says, time for another beer. Whose turn is it to buy? And somebody says, it's Butch's turn. So Craig goes over to the bar, takes everybody's order, heads over to the bar to get the beer. And the squadron commander looks at me, he says, Bob, why are the guys calling Craig by his first name, or by the name Butch? And I said, well, sir, that's not his first name, so that's why we call him that. His eyes just went 12 o'clock and 2 off flags dropped in view. They never get it. At any rate, if you go to Laredo, do a normal takeoff because they will whack you like a piñata if you have to punch out. This is Bobo, base gear. Stop.